I sat for the last time in 2005, that too by mistake. Geoffrey Hinton, who is considered to be the biggest connoisseur of deep learning AI, artificial intelligence, often says this. As a child, Hinton was lifting a space heater and injured his back. Born in 1947, when Hinton reached his 50s, this childhood problem became very serious. Now sitting for Hinton meant putting his slipped disc at risk. These discs are like rubber, which helps to protect our spinal cord from shocks and keep it flexible. Hinton knew that if the slipped disc did respond, he would suffer excruciating back pain and might be bedridden for weeks. To avoid this problem, he stopped sitting. Hinton also got such a desk made in his office, so that he did not need to sit to work. While eating, he places a foam pad on the floor and eats on it by kneeling, like a sadhu sitting on a sacrificial altar. Also listen or read, will AI eat up BPO jobs? Hinton also travels in a car as it is comfortable to lie on the back seat. For long distance he prefers train. He has completely given up traveling on commercial flights, which require sitting during takeoff and landing. How difficult air travel was for Hinton can be gauged from an incident in 2013. At that time Google had made up its mind to buy AI company DeepMind. Google's famous computer scientist Alan Eustace was about to move from Silicon Valley to London, to DeepMind's office, along with some of his colleagues. His job was to spend 2 days in the DeepMind office before the deal, so he could test the lab's technology and talent. Eustace also asked Hinton to accompany him to London. However, Hinton said that his back problem would not allow such a journey. They will be asked to sit during takeoff and landing in the airline, which is not possible for them. Eustace said he would find a solution to the problem, and he did. Google chartered a private jet to send its scientists from the US to the UK. Eustace was an accomplished engineer and skydiver. He had earlier parachuted from a Gulfstream jet with fellow skydivers. No one had done this feat before. Eustace made a makeshift two-seater bed and secured Hinton with a harness and laid him down. A harness is a set of straps. This is used to attach a person to things like a parachute or seat. The purpose of connecting or tying Hinton to this was that he should not be thrown from the seat when he was jolted. Hinton explains, "Everyone was happy with me because they were also traveling in private jets because of me." However, Hinton was not confident that the harness would be able to protect him. But he felt that the harness protected him from hitting the plane and suffering head injuries during takeoff and landing. He reached London safely and completed his work. Despite such troubles, Hinton revolutionized the world of artificial intelligence. If today we are using Google Translate, voice assistant and chatbots indiscriminately, then Hinton is behind it. Hinton had always been interested in the human mind. He wanted to know how our brain works. How does he preserve old memories? Why do some memories last forever and some fade with time? Hinton enrolled at Cambridge University, majoring in physiology, to seek answers to his questions. But he did not get a satisfactory answer in courses ranging from physiology to philosophy and psychology. Then in the 1970s, he moved to the field of AI, which was slowly taking shape at that time. He did his PhD in AI and started working on neural networks. Neural network refers to the way the brain works. It explains how neurons work, how information reaches the brain, how the brain processes them and then instructs them to take action based on that. Hinton took forward the work of neural network and established it as a successful model. Let us know how it started. Take a cat for example. Hinton and his students collected thousands of pictures of cats and fed them into a neural network. By analyzing these images, the system began to understand a lot about cats. This system also exists in the gallery of our phones. When the phone itself makes a folder of all the pictures of a person. YouTube also has neural networks. For example, if you play a Bhojpuri song, similar songs appear in the suggestion or start playing in autoplay. He told the whole world what AI can do. His research paper created a stir in the tech industry. Every big tech company wanted to sign Hinton. These included Baidu, China's largest search engine, along with Google, Microsoft. In the end, Google won the game, for about $44 million. As per today, more than 3.5 billion rupees. That too for those people who had never worked in the tech industry before. With the sale of the company, Hinton also started working with Google. He took AI to a new level with the help of neural networks and deep learning. Apart from Google, companies like Apple, Amazon and Microsoft also did a lot of work on AI. Virtual voice assistants like Google Assistant, Siri and Alexa are made from artificial neural system only. Hinton's research on neural networks and deep learning paved the way for AI systems like ChatGPT. Why does Hinton consider AI a threat to the world? Everything was going well for Hinton and his two colleagues. In the year 2018, he also received the Turing Award, considered the Nobel of the computing world. But, in May 2023, Hinton suddenly announced his resignation from Google. The reason was also very sensational. According to Hinton, he had a sense that this area would grow, but he had no idea that it would happen so quickly. In a conversation with the New York Times, he said that these systems are not as powerful as the human mind, but in many ways more powerful than the human mind. They learn anything much faster than humans. That's why they can go ahead of humans. Hinton says, the biggest issue with AI is that it will get worse in the hands of bad people. This will lead to a flood of misinformation and propaganda. People will not be able to understand which information to trust and which not. With the help of this, such fake videos can be made that everyone will be deceived. Currently, chatbots do not have the ability to think and understand. But they may soon have this power too. That's why we need to worry about that day from now. In March this year, Hinton also signed an open letter along with Elon Musk and other scientists. It was written that new experiments in the field of AI should be stopped immediately. However, he also understands that this is not possible. But, of late things have started going out of my way. I regret the advance of AI today. I just wanted to understand them all, to make humans more intelligent.